Hi guys, PD here, welcome to the channel, welcome to another new video. It's a really sad day when I have to make videos like this. This video might make a few people a little bit angry. I want you to be angry, but I want you to be angry for all the right reasons. We have to face facts here. The PlayStation VR 2 is dying. It's been shot. It's in a hospital bed, on a ward somewhere, awaiting an operation. It's been patched up with bandages and blood transfusions. There's about 8 nurses attending and caring for the headset. There's no surgeon in sight. I've been doing VR for about 8 years now, and I've been a big advocate for PlayStation VR. I've still got the PlayStation VR 1, I brought the aim controller, I brought the firewall bundle. I have every single PlayStation VR 1 game in my library. I got the PlayStation VR 2 on launch day, and as you can see, I'm a big fan. The only reason why I got a PlayStation 5 was to play PlayStation VR 2, and the only games really on my PlayStation 5 are VR games. I'm fortunate not just to be in the PlayStation ecosystem for VR gaming. I do have a Quest 3, which is my daily driver. I've also got the Pimax Crystal, which I use sometimes on PC. Now, before a lot of you call me out for being a meta shill, yes, I am a meta curator. I still have free roam to make the content I want to make. I even make videos on YouTube that go against some of Meta's policies, like I'll play this headset outside, and they recommend not to play the headset outside. I also cover a lot of flat PC games that I play in VR using mods. And being a meta creator is giving me a lot more benefits and free roam to do what I want to do. I'm under no obligation to praise the headset or tell anybody this is the best headset. The only reason why this is my daily driver is because it fulfills all my needs. The Rift S used to be my daily driver. This headset has now replaced the Rift S. My favourite headset connected to the PC has got to be the Pimax Crystal with its amazing lenses. The only reason why this is not my daily driver and it doesn't replace my Quest 3, it's too bulky and it's too top heavy. I wish that these lenses were in my Quest 3, and I wish that the form factor of the Pimax Crystal was the same form factor as the Quest 3. I don't understand why Pimax had to go for this big bulky front end when the lenses inside don't even match the size of this headset. Look, there's all this free space that's been wasted. If I was Pimax, I would make this form factor a lot smaller, something similar to the Quest 3, and then that would be the perfect VR headset. I love my PSVR 2, and that's the only reason why I'm making this video. PlayStation VR 2 has been shot. We're starting to lose a lot of the major players. Sony have shut down their London studio branch. They were the developers for the amazing Blood and Truth and amazing PlayStation VR 1 game. They've started to lay off staff at Firesprite, responsible for Horizon Call of the Mountain. Earlier this year we lost First Contact Entertainment, responsible for Firewall on PlayStation VR 2. And you don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand that these layoffs are going to cripple the public perception and the future of the PlayStation VR 2. It's going to have some long-term ripple effects for this amazing headset, and Sony at the moment do not seem to give a damn. They are letting this headset bleed out. A few days ago was a celebration of the headset's first birthday, and the only real birthday present we got from Sony was the ability for the headset to play PC games in the future. So you're going to be able to connect your PlayStation VR 2 to a PC to play PC VR games. Why have Sony done this? I've been thinking about this long and hard, and I've come to the conclusion they no longer care, or they're no longer invested, and they're simply pimping out the headset to the PC. This is not a cheap headset, so they want people to get the most from the headset, and I think that's the only reason why they're allowing this headset to work with the PC. And having spoke to a few PlayStation VR 2 developers, it's looking very grim. So the bandages and the blood transfusion is just the ability to use this headset with a PC. I mentioned there's about 8 nurses looking after this headset. Those are the game developers for the headset, As far as I know, there's 8 new games coming out for the headset. 7 of those games are going to be indie games. One of those games is going to be a AAA VR game. Those games are going to be coming to the PC and the Quest as well. So again, there's no exclusives for this headset coming. Now I can tell you for a fact, in March there's 20 new games alone on the Quest. That's 20 new games in 1 month. We've got 8 new games to look forward to this year on the PlayStation VR 2. Now don't get me wrong, the PlayStation VR 2 has got an amazing library. There's already 200 titles. Even if this is your only headset, you've still got like a couple of years worth of games to play. I'm disappointed that Sony is not investing in those developers who made PlayStation VR 1 games. Why are they not being remastered for the PlayStation VR 2? I know plenty of classic VR games that have been remastered to work on the latest headsets like the Quest 3 and on PC. Why is Sony not investing in the developers who have already made some games for the PlayStation VR 1? Why don't we have Astrobot on here? We know there's not going to be a Blood and Truth remaster because they shut down the company. Why is there no Wipeout? PlayStation VR 1 had some of the best VR games on any VR headset. Those were exclusive games and those were the reasons why I invested in PlayStation VR 1. Also, I'm a big fan of 3D movies. You can't see, but behind me there's about 300 3D Blu-rays. And the only way I can play those 3D Blu-rays is on PlayStation VR 1 with PS4 Pro. Underneath my monitor is my PlayStation 4, behind my monitor is my PlayStation VR 1. I have to leave it all set up because that's the only way I can watch my 3D movies in a VR headset. There's no support for 3D on PlayStation VR 2 or PlayStation 5. Sony is a visual hardware manufacturer as well. And again, it comes across that Sony is lacking and they don't care. So what's the prognosis on the dying PlayStation VR 2? It needs a surgeon. That surgeon is Sony. Be angry, be mad, go onto social medias, tell your friends. We need Sony to take notice. This is our loved one. Sony can save this headset. It just needs some balls to start believing and investing in it again. Now I don't know about you, but I'm going to make the most of this headset. I'm going to enjoy all the games coming. I'm going to cover those games as well. But like I said, I'm fortunate, I'm in the position. I've got a variety of different headsets I can always jump back into if this fails. I really hope that I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, you're allowed to tell me in the comments I'm wrong. With somebody like me making daily VR videos, I'm in the loop. I know what's happening. I know what's around the corner. Let's be heard. Let Sony know this needs saving. If we can't save this headset, then I don't think we're going to be getting a PlayStation VR 3. Not for a long time. I'm going to go home now. I'm going to hope and pray I get a phone call from the nurses to say the surgeon's on his way. In fact, before I go, support Capcom. So make sure you buy all the VR games that Capcom have made for this headset. Also, today I purchased Legendary Tales. I'm going to be covering that in a video tomorrow. I'm doing my part, I'm doing my best to support PlayStation VR 2 developers. Have it in your heart to do the same. See you later. Bye.